There are moments in life when we feel lost, broken, and abandoned. We question, why me? We wonder why the storms never seem to end. But what if I told you that every hardship, every tear, and every delay is not meant to break you, but to build you? Life is a journey of preparation. Every challenge, every setback, and every painful goodbye is a divine setup for something greater. You see, pain is not a punishment. It is a process through which God molds you, strengthens you, and prepares you for more than you ever thought possible. Pain often feels like an enemy, an unwelcome visitor that disrupts our lives, leaving us questioning why we must endure so much suffering. But what if pain is not here to destroy us, but to shape us? What if every challenge, every heartache, and every loss is not a punishment, but a preparation for something greater? Think about the most inspiring stories you've ever heard. The strongest people are not those who had an easy life, but those who faced adversity and still chose to rise. Pain teaches us lessons that comfort never could. It builds resilience, patience, and wisdom, qualities that cannot be learned in times of ease. If life only handed us victories, we would never understand the depth of our own strength. Struggles stretch us beyond what we think we can bear, but in that process, they reveal our hidden potential. A diamond does not form without extreme pressure, and gold is not purified without fire. The same principle applies to us. When we experience hardship, it refines us, stripping away our weaknesses and exposing the power that lies within. Every setback, every disappointment, and every moment of despair is molding us into someone who can handle greater things. It is through pain that we develop the endurance to keep going, even when life gets tough. It is through loss that we learn to cherish what truly matters, and it is through failure that we understand what it means to persist, to believe in ourselves, and to trust that something better is coming. There are times when pain makes us feel as if we are being punished, as if we are unworthy of happiness. But in reality, pain is a sign that growth is happening. When you plant a seed, it must first break apart beneath the soil before it can sprout into something beautiful. The breaking is necessary. Similarly, the struggles we endure are not meant to keep us down, but to push us forward. Life will not always go according to our plans, and suffering may seem endless at times. But what if the delay is not a denial? What if the hardship is not a curse, but a course correction, leading us to something far greater than we imagine? The challenges we face are not obstacles, they are stepping stones. They prepare us for the moment when we will look back and realize that every painful experience was, in fact, a necessary part of our transformation. Sometimes when things don't go as planned, it feels as if life has rejected us. We put in the effort, we follow the path, and we have our dreams all mapped out. Yet we find ourselves facing roadblocks, disappointments, or unexpected detours. It's easy to feel defeated when the doors we believed would open remain firmly shut, or when our carefully constructed plans unravel. But what if I told you that those detours, those moments of rejection, are not dead ends? What if they are merely redirections, leading us to a purpose beyond what we could have ever imagined? Often, when we encounter setbacks, our first instinct is to take them personally, to believe that we've failed or that we are somehow unworthy. However, rejection is often the universe's way of protecting us from something that isn't meant for us, or more importantly, pushing us toward something better. Life has a way of guiding us toward our true path, even when it doesn't make sense in the moment. The path we envision for ourselves is often limited by our own understanding, but there is a bigger plan in motion, one that sees the future far beyond the horizon. When we face rejection, we can see it as a sign that something bigger is waiting for us, something that aligns with our greater purpose. What feels like a failure or a closed door might just be a stepping stone toward a destiny that we couldn't have possibly dreamed of. Take a moment to reflect on the times you've been disappointed or discouraged. Have you ever noticed that the greatest opportunities came after those moments of rejection? The job you didn't get, the relationship that ended, or the business venture that didn't take off. They all led you somewhere else, somewhere you were meant to be. Without those detours, you might not have had the chance to grow, to learn, or to discover the strength within you. Detours are not the end of the journey. They are often the beginning of a new chapter, one that holds opportunities that were previously hidden from view. They lead us to experiences, people, and lessons that align more deeply with our true calling. The redirection may not always be comfortable or easy, but it is always necessary. Every setback is a setup for something greater. The rejection you face today is simply preparing you for the success you're destined for tomorrow. There are times in life when we find ourselves alone, when people we once depended on seem to drift away, or relationships we thought were strong begin to fade. It's easy to feel abandoned, as if something is wrong with us or as though we've done something to deserve this isolation. But what if I told you that this period of solitude isn't a punishment, it's a divine invitation? Sometimes God removes people from your life not to make you feel abandoned, but to allow you the space to hear His voice more clearly. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to become distracted by the noise around us, the opinions of others, the expectations of society, and the pressures of keeping up with everyone can drown out the still, quiet whisper that calls us toward our true purpose. We are constantly surrounded by external influences that shape our decisions and actions. And in this environment, we often lose sight of our inner voice, the one that connects us to something greater. It's only in solitude that we begin to find clarity, to hear that voice guiding us, leading us in the direction we are meant to go. When people leave our lives, it can feel as though we are being stripped of support, companionship, or even validation. But what if this emptiness is necessary for growth? Isolation creates an opportunity for introspection, for turning inward, and for developing a deeper connection with ourselves and our Creator. It is in these quiet moments that we are able to hear what God is trying to teach us, away from the noise and distractions that often cloud our judgment. Isolation, as painful as it may seem, is where personal transformation happens. It is during these times that we begin to build our inner strength, develop resilience, and cultivate self-awareness. Without the influence of others, we learn to trust ourselves and our own intuition. We become stronger in our faith, more grounded in our values, and more aligned with our true calling. The loneliness we feel in these moments is not empty. It is the space in which we grow, where we become the best version of ourselves. When you find yourself in a season of isolation, instead of feeling discouraged, see it as an opportunity to deepen your connection with the divine. It is in these moments that you are being prepared for something greater, something that only you, in your solitude, can truly understand and embrace. The isolation is not a punishment, it is the preparation for your transformation. Patience is one of the most difficult virtues to cultivate, especially in a world that thrives on instant gratification. We live in a time where everything is expected to happen quickly. Quick results, fast answers, immediate rewards. And yet, life often has a different plan. There are moments when we have to wait, sometimes for months, even years, for the things we desire or the dreams we believe are meant for us. In these waiting periods, it can be easy to feel frustrated, disheartened, or even doubt whether we'll ever see the fulfillment of our hopes. But patience in these times of delay is the true test of our faith. Delays are not denials. It's important to understand that just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's never going to happen. The waiting period is not the end of the story. It's simply a chapter in the process of growth. We often look at delays as obstacles or signs that we're on the wrong path. But what if those delays are actually guiding us? What if they are shaping us, refining our hearts, and preparing us for what lies ahead? The waiting period is where strength is built, wisdom is gained, and resilience is formed. During the waiting times, we are often forced to confront our fears and insecurities. We may question our worthiness or doubt whether we're capable of achieving our dreams. We may question our worthiness or doubt whether we're capable of achieving our dreams. But it is in these moments that our faith is truly tested. Will we continue to trust in the process even when things seem stagnant? Will we remain hopeful even when our circumstances don't reflect what we want? True faith doesn't crumble in the face of delay. It grows stronger. It is in the waiting that we learn to surrender control, trust the timing of our lives, and develop the patience to endure until the right moment arrives. The strength built in these waiting seasons isn't just physical or external, it's internal. Patience teaches us resilience, the ability to persevere even when we don't see immediate results. It teaches us that every delay is a part of a bigger plan, a plan that is often beyond our immediate understanding. So when you find yourself waiting, remember that this time is not wasted. It is during this period that your faith is being stretched, your character is being refined, and your purpose is being prepared for its grand reveal. The waiting isn't a sign of denial, it's the foundation for your success. We all carry scars, some visible, some hidden, deep within our hearts. These scars are often reminders of the pain we've endured, the battles we've fought, and the moments when life tried to break us. It's easy to look at these scars as signs of weakness or failure, as painful chapters in our story we wish we could erase. But what if I told you that your scars aren't symbols of defeat? Instead, they are powerful testimonies of your strength, resilience, and growth. Every hardship you overcome is not just a personal victory, it is a part of a larger narrative that is meant to inspire and uplift others. Scars are not the end of the story. They are a testament to your journey. They represent the moments when you faced adversity head-on and came out stronger on the other side. When we go through difficult times, it's easy to feel alone in our struggles. We might even wonder if anyone else understands what we're going through. But the truth is, we are not alone. Everyone has scars, and those scars tell stories of survival. The battles you fought, the pain you endured, and the challenges you overcame have shaped who you are today. These scars are your proof that you have the strength to withstand whatever comes your way. What's even more powerful is that your scars are not just for you. They are meant to be shared. When you open up about the pain you've experienced, when you allow others to see the scars you carry, you give them the permission to heal too. Your story can be the lifeline someone else desperately needs to hear. The very thing that you thought might hold you back, your struggles, your scars, could be the source of strength for someone else who is just starting their journey. When you embrace your scars, you show others that it's okay to be vulnerable, to acknowledge their pain, and to rise above it. Your scars tell a story of endurance. They tell a story of the courage it took to keep going when the odds were stacked against you. They tell a story of hope, because every scar signifies a moment when you didn't give up. These marks on your body and soul are not reminders of what broke you, but of what made you unbreakable. They are the foundation upon which you can build a future that inspires those around you. Through your scars, you become a beacon of strength for others, proving that no matter how deep the wound, there's always a way to heal and rise again. In life, we often face moments of loss, whether it's a job, a relationship, a dream, or a vision that we hold dear. In those moments, it can feel like the universe is taking away everything we've worked for, leaving us empty and questioning why things aren't going as planned. But in reality, every loss is not an end, it is a divine redirection, a way for life to clear space for something better. Abundance in its true form awaits those who trust the process and understand that the things we lose today may be the very things that are preparing us for a greater tomorrow. When we go through difficult times, it's easy to feel like we're being denied, like what we've lost was all we were meant to have. But God's timing is never random, and His plans are always greater than our own. We may not see it in the moment, but every loss is often an opening for something even better to enter our lives. God doesn't take something from us without replacing it with something greater. The doors that close are often those that were never meant to lead us to our true purpose. What we are left with after the loss is the space and opportunity for something new, something aligned with our higher calling. When we trust the process, we trust that the unfolding of our lives is in perfect timing, even if we don't understand it at the time. The waiting, the disappointments, and the moments of uncertainty all serve a greater purpose. They prepare us for the abundance that is coming our way. Each step we take, each experience we have, and each challenge we face is refining us for what is to come. It's as though God is preparing us to receive the very things that we are meant for, and sometimes that means removing what no longer serves us. The best is often yet to come. We may not always know what the future holds, but we can take comfort in the fact that our future is already written in victory. The challenges we face today are shaping us for the blessings that are ahead. Trusting the process means letting go of control and surrendering to the belief that what we are meant to have will come at the right time. Abundance is not something that comes by force or by rushing through the journey. It comes when we remain faithful, patient, and open to the possibilities that lie ahead. Your victory is already written. Trust the process and you will see the beautiful future unfold before you. So when life feels uncertain, when things seem to be slipping through your fingers, remember that every loss is making space for something greater. Trust that the process is working in your favor, even when the path ahead isn't clear. Know that your future is already written in victory, and the abundance you seek is waiting for you. Keep believing, keep trusting, and keep moving forward with faith in the knowledge that what is meant for you will never pass you by. The best is yet to come.